Hey guys, Justin here. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. As we do every weekend, these are going to be the 5 plays that we are watching this week. First one being NEO, second one being Oxy, third one being PayPal, fourth one being Moderna, and then the fifth one being Carvana. Hope you guys have a great week and look forward to trading with you. Thank you. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is breaking down the market. The way that I'm going to be doing that is using SPY, which is going to be the S&P 500 index or the ETF. And this is going to be from the daily time frame. So you can see this shaded box here. Really this just indicates a buying pressure from before, and then we got selling pressure below. So really an area of importance here, basically from this 370.82 region all the way up here into this 375.87 region. Pretty volatile day here on Friday. We did pull back into this 370.82 region, bouncing up here, closing above this zone here. You can see previously back here in between July in this level, you can see all this buying pressure indicated by the wicks and constant rebidding above this region. You can see we gapped below here, acted as a resistance, and we tried to break here, rejection, back to the downside here. If we do hold above this 370.82 region, next two regions above 379.03 and then this 389 region. Main area of importance here this week is going to be that 389 region. Really want to see this break for an upside here. You can see we barely broke above here on 11.1. Rejected here off of this FOMC day. We got a lot of selling pressure here. Made that move from 389 all the way down here into this 370.82 region. If we do hold this, liking this for a curling pattern or a curling move here up into that 389.12 region. If we do get a break of 389.12, potential here up here into this 400 region, and then filling this move up here into that 412 region above. But again, nice buying pressure here. One thing to note here from the weekly time frame perspective, we did make a new low here. Not the strongest sign, but we are still holding this 370.82 region, of which will be very important here this coming week. So you can see this new low right here that we made, gapping or breaking below this weekly chart that we got last week. So continued weakness here from the weekly perspective. Now from the daily perspective, we are holding this 370.82 region, which will be key this week for any upside here. Again, 389 area going to be the level 2I for an upside move this week. First play of the week, one that's had a lot of relative strength here on Friday. Going to be NEO, one that we also traded here on Friday on that strength. You can see we had a big gap up here, 17.5% trading 2x volume. One thing to note here on this one this week is it does have earnings here. Let's see what day, 11:10 before market open. So it has earnings this coming week. Something to note, anytime you do have earnings, it doesn't respect technicals. It respects the fundamentals, how the company is doing, guidance, EPS, and things like that. As for technicals, nice strong gap up here. Nearing that 52-week low, we get this gap up here. Holds this 11 region, forming a new high from this 1026 area. Liking this if we do hold above 11 for potential up here into that 1310 region where we can fill from before. You can see this is the area before we got strong buying pressure, failed to hold here, reject. Expecting that 1310 region to hold up here, but liking NEO here to the upside this week with potential into that 1310 region on this continuation follow through. But again, be cautious of earnings. Anytime you do have earnings, it can provide a lot of volatility, and it doesn't respect technicals. Like I said, it responds to fundamentals. So watching this, nice reversal pattern here, nice gap up here on strength, continuation into the close, closing near or at the high of day, indicating that buying momentum that we had here on Friday. Holds above 1219, going to be eyeing to take this one here into that 1310 region this week. The second play, this is one that has really one setup that I'm watching, but it's waiting on confirmation. One thing to note, this is another one that has earnings. It has an earnings conference call here. Let's see, earnings on 11/8 after market close. So again, another one that has earnings. We are getting towards the end of earnings season, but we still do have a lot of earnings names of NEO and Oxy to name a few. Really the key here on Oxy is this 75.62 region. You can see this move up here, this reject. We get this move up here, wicked, and we couldn't hold above here, and then we got this selling pressure down here into sub 60. Well, what happened on Friday? We touched exactly into the 75.62 region, and a weak reject here, I should say a strong reject, weak price action indicating that rejection. Now, what happens when you get this is when a lot of short sellers will start to jump into this move, start shorting this move for a retracement to the downside on this reject. Where is their stop loss likely going to be placed? At or above this candle high here. So if the candle if we get a candle close above here or a break above here next week, you can expect to see those shorts that are trapped covered into this area up here at these highs. And when they are trapped, then what do they have to do once they're short position? They have to close and they have to buy back that position, further adding to the upside movement here and push to the highs. So watching a candle close or a break above this 11.14 high or 11.4 high, excuse me, above 75.62, watching the tape to see if shorts get trapped for a push here and move into 77.13 highs here this week. Now, the third play, one that reported earnings prior, or this past week, on Friday, it's going to be Thursday after hours actually. It's going to be PayPal. Really strong buying pressure here after that gap down. Not the strongest earnings per se, but you can clearly see how the market perceived this once we opened here on Friday. We opened all the way down here at this 71.21 region, closing right at the high of day at 75.18. If we do hold 75.50, and I do think we can fill this gap up here into this 79.60 region on a continuation follow through off of a strong buying pressure day here. You can see just how strong that move was here. Let's go in and zoom in intraday. Basically a move from 66.11 lows here off of the earnings all the way up here into the 75.15 region. So 14% bounce here off of the lows on AMD or PayPal, excuse me. Looking very, very strong here this week. If we do hold 75.15, eyeing this one for a strong bounce up here to fill that gap into 80 this coming week. The fourth play is going to be Moderna. This is all a big consolidation base here. Not a trending move, not an uptrend, not a downtrend. Going to be a sideways consolidation move. And what happens when you get these moves is it makes it a lot more difficult to break out because you are trading in a range, you aren't trading in a trend. So breakouts are a lot less likely to follow through because you do not have trending structure from the daily time frame perspective. What I like here is you get this gap down here off of earnings. We get the buyers stepping in here, and we get a day two follow through over the high off of this candle here. Holds 150, closing at or near the high of day, indicating that strength going into the close. Trading 1.6x volume on the follow through day two setup. Curling pattern here. If we do hold above this region here at 158.94, 159 region, going to be eyeing to take this one here on a continuation move up into that 166 region this week, and above that up into that 180 region. But again, liking the volume here, liking the reaction off of the earnings here. Holds this region here into this 156 area, eyeing this one to the upside this coming week. Now the last one, eyeing this one. This is one that's got destroyed here on Friday. It's one that had reported earnings again Thursday after hours. We initially started the move up here on Carvana. We got this rejection right at that 1290 region. You can see this rebid here, the retest at 845, rejection, and basically a full day of selling here in the afternoon. No bids holding this up at all. You can see all these consecutive reds here. Watching this one, potential to short this below 8 if we do get a continuation selling. And where does 8 come from? It's just a psychological region to watch on this. This is trading at all-time lows, so you have no prior data based on this price level here. So watching this, going to short this one below this psych level at 8 if we can get sellers to confirm this move here this week. That being said, that wraps up our watch list video for the week. If you did enjoy this video, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. If you are interested in checking out our team, feel free to check out SimplifiedInvesting.com today. We provide things like daily signals, alerts, one-on-one guidance, direct access mentoring to help you find your edge. Thank you guys, and hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck this week. Thanks.